Great to see you back, friends. Welcome, I'm Matt Brown, and I'm here to help reveal a 360-degree view of your personal financial mastery and the creation of success in your life. This week, I had a few aha moments when I read a book that I wanted to share with you. The book is Die With Zero by none other than Bill Perkins. You've probably never heard of this guy, but if you stay until the end, I will tell you how I consume books that usually take people weeks or months in just a few days. I first discovered Bill Perkins when watching high stakes poker. I think in season 5 or 6. I can literally binge watch people playing poker for hours. I really enjoy playing, but also there is no high stakes anywhere in my life currently. It's simply a hobby that I really love and enjoy participating in. He is described as a wealthy businessman that loves playing poker and high stakes poker for that matter. Some of these poker tables are so full of chips and bundles of cash, the players have hardly any room to view their cards discreetly. I've literally watched a game where there was just under $10 million on the table. Can you imagine being in a room where everyone is that wealthy, they are prepared to gamble $1 million? Blows my mind. And when you think about that, you need to have an understanding of where Bill is writing this book from. Obviously, he is a very wealthy person. The rules that he's created in this book is for himself and other wealthier people, but I think they can still add a benefit to your life. Now, Bill certainly wasn't the best player at the table, and I think he was stacked, reloaded, then bought back in valiantly. Sorry for all those non-poker people. Stacked means he lost all his money. Reloaded means he bought back into the game with more cash, and I think he fought back valiantly means, well, I guess that explains itself. He won some of his money back. Anywho, that's enough. This is not a poker vlog. Bill Perkins is still currently the CEO and president of hedge fund Skylar Energy. He's an energy trader and stock market trader. Now, Perkins adds author to his achievements. Oh, and it's a great book. Very easy to read or listen to. I've done both. The book Perkins wrote, Die With Zero, Getting All You Can From Your Money and Your Life, has given me a completely new perspective on valuing the time we have on this planet and the wealth we seek to accumulate. I've been a financial planner for over 10 years, with client discussions firmly fixed around the accumulation of wealth and some personal goals they're trying to achieve over that time frame. Never once has anyone told me their goal was to ensure their retirement spending plan was to maximize, to create experiences and memories, that they wanted to spend all of their money and die with zero. For years, I've been discussing with clients heading into retirement their plan to spend large portions of their retirement capital in the initial 5 to 10 years. This period of their life, when they have the most surplus capital, available time, and the most energy and health. This is the time when they should be trying to create as much memorable experiences as they can. But wow, the shocked looks I got from those clients. Then the question, what if I run out of money? This has always been a very difficult conversation because as humans, we think we're indestructible. And the age that we currently are, we feel the best. We find it very difficult to think back and assess how fit we were in our 20s compared to in our 40s. We just think that our life music is just going to keep rolling on and playing forever. Many people I talk with see retirement as the holy grail. No more work, no more commuting in peak hour, no more worrying about everyone else's priorities. It's me time or us time if they're with a partner. Now back to the book and the revelations I had listening to it when I listened to it from cover to cover. Can you listen to it cover to cover? I think I meant read it cover to cover. Well, at least all the pages on my Kindle, to be honest. I don't read the hardcover books. I usually listen to them on Audible or read them in my Kindle or do both at the same time. Please, all I ask you to do is think about these 9 rules. Rule number 1, maximize your positive life experiences. My understanding of this rule is to create positive life experiences throughout your entire life. Do not wait until you're older and in retirement. A quote that I really love, we all have at least the potential to make more money in the future. We can never go back and recapture time that has now gone. This is a very, very powerful quote that Bill has put in his book. So it makes no sense to let the opportunities pass us by for fear of squandering our money. Squandering our lives should be a much greater worry. Squandering our lives. Think about that for a second. Are you wasting your life by not maximizing positive life experiences? On this point, I'm not happy to say, but my wife was correct. I'm certainly the more frugal one, She has been telling me from the day we met that we should be traveling more, climbing mountains, doing more scuba diving, exploring our underwater world, partying and enjoying life to the fullest whilst we are young, as we will never get this time back. Thanks, wifey. Not many people retire in their late 60s and think, I'm going to climb those mountains in Nepal now. Start now. Decide what makes you happy and commence converting your money into the experiences you choose that are going to give you the maximum positive life experiences. What good is money without your health? Do we expect to be healthier when we are in our 70s over our 30s and 40s? Post the COVID-19 lockdown, I was in the best shape I had been in for years. This was mainly being due to being locked up at home and focusing on spending an hour in the morning and in the evening working out doing CrossFit workouts, running 10 kilometers and spending a lot of time on a rowing machine. Can I maintain this level of fitness throughout the remainder of my life and into my 80s? Absolutely not, unless significant medical breakthroughs are developed that I can halt or slow the aging process. Are you fit now? Have you been maintaining your health and fitness over the last 1 to 2 decades? To get the most out of your time and money, timing matters. So to increase your overall life fulfillment, it's important to create each experience at the right age. As a 40-year-old, in the future as a 50-year-old, do I see myself going backpacking around Brazil? Something that I did in my late 20s and absolutely love. Are you going to do that in your late 50s or 60s and 70s in retirement? I highly doubt it, although it's not impossible. Think about these things and build in positive life experiences into the right phases of your life. To increase your overall life fulfillment, it's important to have each experience at the right age. Consumption smoothing is an old accounting and economic theory. It is the practice of optimizing our standard of living by ensuring a proper balance between spending and saving during the different phases of our lives. Those who overspend and put off saving for retirement to enjoy a higher standard of living often have to work longer to reduce their standard of living in retirement. Those who save will live a more frugal lifestyle whilst younger, while working to enjoy better lifestyles in retirement. Most of us have life on autopilot. Unfortunately, not fulfilling our life by living each day with purpose, not striving to thrive in all areas of our lives, not pursuing the positive life experiences that will pay memory dividends for the rest of our lives. What is your life energy worth? We all trade time for money in some way, shape, or form. Even the most passive of incomes requires some management on our behalf, and unfortunately, most of us are either employed or self-employed, generating revenue that funds our lifestyle. In another fantastic book, Your Money or Your Life, Vicky Robin examines and explains the time for money trade-off is actually money being traded for your life energy. You pay for money with your time, and the exchange is not as good as you think. Let's run my details through the life energy calculator. I've created a link below that is going to enable you to have access to the life energy calculator. Rule number 2. Tap, smash, or pulverize that like button until it turns blue for the YouTube algorithm, and subscribe to my channel if you like what you've heard already and you really want to stay connected with me. Actually, the real rule 2 is start investing in experiences early. Plan out the adventures you want to experience throughout your life at different life stages and just do it. Create a plan, execute that plan, and create those memory dividends now. Don't wait until retirement to create lifelong memory dividends. Rule number 3, aim to die with 0. Don't waste your life energy creating wealth that you are never going to be able to transfer into fantastic positive life experiences and memory dividends. Rule number 4, use all available tools to help you die with 0. 0 is nearly an impossible goal, but attempting to spend all your hard-earned wealth into creating a life filled with happiness, adventure, joy, health, and amazing memories is something that I am pivoting towards and suggest you consider it also. I'll put links below to useful calculators, and if you have a financial advisor, have them assist you mapping out your spending plan each year throughout your life so that you can live a full and fulfilling life with lots of memory dividends created along the way. Some of those tools are going to be a longevity illustrator and living to 100. Rule number 5. Give money to your children or to charity when it is most impactful. Now, be generous when you are alive. To share the joy that your wealth brings to others you share it with. Why wait until you die to bequeath capital to your family? Why not spend that money with them creating memory dividends that you and your loved ones will cherish forever. Your family will carry those memories you created together throughout their lives long after you are gone. They will not remember the sophisticated estate planning tax strategies you and your team created. I doubt they will even notice. Your legacy isn't the money you leave behind, but the impact you have had in people's lives. Rule number 6. Don't live your life on autopilot. The key takeaway I now realize is to strike the right balance between spending on the present and saving smartly for the future. Live a life purpose-driven. Strive to create success in your life in all aspects. Be the best son or daughter, the best parent, the best sibling, an amazing friend. If you're an employer, do an amazing job. Look after your employees. If you're an employee, work as hard as you can in that role. Whatever you do, try and be the best at it. Don't let fear or procrastination hold you back from living a fulfilling life. Like I've said before, this YouTube channel is 10 years in the making via procrastination. Rule number 7, think of your life as distinct seasons. The 3 basics that people need to have to get the most out of life are health, free time, and money. The problem is that these things rarely all come together at once. Young people tend to have an abundance of health and a good deal of free time, but they don't usually have a lot of money. Retirees in their 60s and 70s and beyond, the other end of the spectrum, have abundance of time and more often than not have more money. Unfortunately, their health is not what it was when they were in their 20s or 30s, and thus have a diminished ability to enjoy all this time and money. Your health is more valuable than all the money in the world. Nothing has a greater effect on your ability to enjoy experiences at any age other than your health. Please focus on looking after your health. In fact, health is actually a lot more valuable than money because no amount of money can ever make up for very poor health. Whereas people in good health but with very little money can still have many wonderful experiences. Rule number 8, know when to stop growing your wealth. Calculate when enough money is enough. This will be different for everyone. Perkins' friends call him an honorary billionaire because he spends money like a billionaire. I'm not in that position, very far from it, but I do believe I live a rich life by focusing on spending my money on things that give me and my family the most joy. I also realized shortly after my boys were born that statistically, I will spend about 80% of my time with them between the time that they are born and when they move out. For most of these years are the busiest in our careers, in our businesses. We are trying to earn money. I'm so grateful that I can allocate time to coach my boys playing soccer, go into their classroom, do reading and math with them and their classmates. I took them to swimming lessons when they were just infants. I cherish these memories and I will for the rest of my life. These memory dividends will be with me forever. Rule number 9, take your biggest risks when you have very little to lose. I think this rule speaks for itself. If you have nothing to lose, then what is holding you back from taking that leap forward? Whenever I think about risk tolerance or assessing some sort of investment or anything I'm going to do in my life, I think about what's the worst thing that can happen. And if that worst outcome is something that I can live with, then I typically proceed. But if you are the sole breadwinner with 3 children under 5 and mortgage to the eyeballs, your choices become significantly decreased. There are a lot of people relying on you, but that does not mean to say that you cannot maximize your life's memories whilst in this distinct season of your life. In closing, I know that talking about spending it all spits in the face of some sections of our community that are really struggling to meet their everyday living expenses. I do really feel for them, and that is why I've created this channel to hopefully increase their financial literacy so that everyone has access to the information and tools for them to create success in their lives. As promised, the way I consume as many books as I do is through listening to them on Audible at
1.75 times the normal speed up to 2 times the original speed.
You need to work up to these speeds, as it can sound a bit like gobbledygook if you do it for the first time. My wife hates it when I have it playing on the radio. I have found that when I listen to these audiobooks faster, I'm more focused and I'm able to comprehend what is being said because my mind doesn't get twizzle away. I get less distracted. Once I find that golden nugget, which is in every book, I usually slow the audio back down, make a note, and then track down those phrases when I reread that book on my Kindle later. I do this so I can listen to books whilst I cook, commute to work, go to the gym. Try listening to a book the next time you turn on the TV. When I can, I also try to read books on my Kindle with WhisperSync set up so that I have the book being read to me whilst I'm reading it. This gets 2 senses honed in so I can consume those golden nuggets that I discover along the way. I hope this helps you, as it has certainly enabled me to read many more books than I have ever been able to previously do. Thank you so much for watching all the way through to the end. Have a great day and live a rich life.